Alright guys, welcome to this lecture when we're going to take a look at the interface of FL Studio. So this is how it usually looks when you load up FL Studio for the first time. And as you can see, there are a lot of different buttons here. There are a lot of things going on here already when you start FL Studio for the first time. So as you can see here, I have the close, minimize and maximize buttons. And these are the only buttons that differs between the Windows version and the Mac version. Other than that, we have the menus, file, edit, add, patterns, view, options, tools, and help. So we will cover these menus in a later lecture. For instance, you have all of the regular open and save, import, export. The edit is just copy. Then you have add, and this is all of the plugins that you can add into your projects. And yeah, so you have different plugins here, but also effects. And we will cover all of these plugins in a separate lecture later on. Patterns, we will also do a separate lecture about that. Then we have the view, options. So there are a lot of different options in FL Studio, but we will cover that as well. Then we have the tools. There are different tools in FL Studio, and we have the help section as well. And in this course, we will not cover FL Studio in depth because we want to learn FL Studio in a day, basically. So I will cover all of the basics in FL Studio and everything that you need to know to produce music. So you have a lot of different options in FL Studio since FL Studio is a massive program to create music and audio editing, media editing, and other music production related tasks that you can do in FL Studio. But in this course, we will cover everything you need to know to produce music. All of the different artists and producers out there that uses FL Studio, they know this that I'm going to teach you in this course. And we're also going to have a separate course which is going to be a lot longer than this one, and we will cover everything in depth. But I think it's very important to learn your digital audio workstation very fast so you can get starting to use your digital audio workstation and produce music as quick as you can. Yeah, so instead of just watching a course that is, let's say, 20 hours long or something like that, where we learn that you're not really going to use at all in the future. Instead of that, we're focusing on what you need to know and also how to start to create music, because this course is all about that. Okay, so next thing that we have here, typing keyboard to piano keyboard. So if you have this enabled, then you can play your keyboard, your physical keyboard on your computer, with the MIDI keyboard. So as soon as I play something or as soon as I type something on my keyboard here, then we will have some sound outputs here. I'm just pressing my keyboard, physical keyboard on my laptop here. So if I disable this, I can't really play with the MIDI in FL Studio at all. Yeah, but when I have this enabled, I just play it like that. Next thing that we have here, scrolls to reach time markers. We go back here to the left. This section here is our transport section. So here we can basically go to, let's see here, song position. So if you want to get forward or backward in your track, because we don't have anything here in the track right now, so you can't really scroll through the track right now, but this is the way to go when you have a lot of different clips inside of the arrangement here. Then you can just scroll around it with this here. Then we have next one here, pattern or song or pattern mode. So if this is enabled, then you will play the whole song. If you have this enabled, that will only play the selected pattern. We will cover this as well. You will see that in the production section. So you'll see how this is going to work live later on. Then you have the play, and then you have the stop here, record, and this is the tempo. So you can just select the tempo by dragging like this. You can also do it more finely like that as well if you go to this section with the 3 zeros here. Now let's take a look at all of these buttons here. So the first one is the view playlist. So this is the playlist which is going to have an arrangement in. Then, yeah, and you can also enable or disable it by just clicking and clicking it again. Then you have next one, piano roll. So you enable and disable the piano roll here. Then you have the channel rack. Just enable and disable it. Mixer, like that. Browser and plugin picker. So you have all of your sounds